give an example of how using ITEX increases a business owner's cash profits?
Okay. Here's an example. Let's say a business owner is bringing in $30,000 a month.
Okay.
Now, out of that revenue, he's going to be writing checks for his overhead, his cost of goods, his payroll, insurance, taxes, and a lot of other things. You know, website development. He's got cleaning his windows washed, printing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And maybe he goes home each month and gives his wife $4,000 to run the household. Then they meet us. And he says that he can perhaps do, let's say, an extra 10% in business without adding any new personnel, no added payroll. And that would be on a 30,000 revenue, that'd be an extra $3,000 a month. And so I bring him an extra $3,000 worth of trade dollars. Now, naturally, he cannot use those trade dollars to pay his taxes, his payroll. He can't pay his rent suddenly with it. But we'll go down and find things that we can take off of his cash bleeding. And we'll pay his janitorial, his printing services, window washing, payroll services, various things that we can do. And now that frees up the cash that he was spending on those items. So now instead of going home with 4,000, he's going home with 5 or 6 or maybe almost 7. So that's a direct visual example of where you will end up with more cash flow at the end of each month.